Hey everyone, George from Elite Motor Cars. Today we have in front of us this absolutely beautiful 1984 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz, finished in a beautiful dark blue fire mist with a navy blue landau roof and a light blue leather interior. This one is beautiful. She is quite the looker. If you follow my channel, you know I am infatuated with these cars. This is probably going to be one of my favorite cars of all time. I just love these cars. I could go on and on and on. The lines, the looks, the chrome, the feel, they're just an absolutely awesome automobile. And if you think about it, Cadillac came up with this body style in 1979. They produced it to 1985. 1984 and 1985 were the best-selling years of the Cadillac Eldorado and all its years of production. From 1953 to 2002, Cadillac sales in 84 and 85 exceeded all other years. So you know that the general public back then absolutely loved these cars. And they've gained quite the following over the last few years. When I started collecting these cars back in the 90s, people go, why do you want an old Cadillac? Why do you like those things? I just love them, and it's nice to see them catching on. People want them for the nostalgia. They remember seeing them in high school. Their grandparents had them. Their aunt had one. They saw one in the showroom at the Cadillac dealer and they couldn't afford it back then. They just want to enjoy that. And 1980s cars right now are on fire, and these cars are still, as far as I'm concerned, underpriced. Because if you look at what Buick Grand Nationals and Cutlass Supremes and all that stuff are doing, and then what these cars are selling for, these cars are still affordable. I'm not sure if they'll be affordable for another 10 years, but at the moment, I think they're still very affordable, and they're just an awesome cruiser. They are not fast. We all know they're not fast, but they are an awesome cruiser. You just jump behind the wheel, cruise, jump on the highway. These cars will cruise all day long at 75, 80 miles an hour. They're roomy, so you can take the whole family out for ice cream, take it to the local cruise nights, just absolutely enjoy it. It's a really, really beautiful car. It's got the nice Vogue white walls, as you can see. It does have the tinted windows. My 2 cents on tinted windows, I'm not a huge fan of tinted windows, but I know a lot of people love them, so that's how it's being sold. But it does have the tinted windows in the sides and in the back right there, as you can see. Another cool feature this car has, and you don't see it much. I got one other Eldorado. It's got a factory moonroof. You don't see the factory moonroofs much. They weren't as popular in the 80s. Even in the 90s, they weren't as popular as they are to now. Like a good 50% of your cars these days, maybe even more, have moonroofs. These, it just wasn't as popular an option. Let that cruiser go by. Look at this Biarritz and the landau light right there. How beautiful that is. And the Biarritz chrome runs down the quarter. That beautiful stainless top. What an automobile. This one's a really, really nice driver. This is not a show car, but it's a super, super nice car. Somebody's really, really gonna enjoy this car. It's got that nice traditional, little bit of that Cadillac fin still left on these, which is very cool. Look at that lines in that. Tell me these cars are not absolutely stunning. Look at that reflection. I'm not talking about me. Got the Biarritz emblem right there. Taillights are in really nice condition, as you can see. And this is a really nice rust-free solid car. It spent most of its life in Arizona and sunny Florida. Those Vogues. Nice thing about this car, it still has the factory body side moldings. A lot of times you see these cars that they're painted over, people throw them away. And what a lot of people do not know is you cannot get these moldings. Nobody makes a reproduction of these moldings. So if you're painting one of these cars or doing one of these cars over, do not lose those moldings. You will not find them. Chrome mirrors are very nice as well. Beautiful automobile. Look at that stainless roof with the moonroof. Look at that contrast. It's just so cool. Look at the lines of this car. Tell me that's absolutely gorgeous. And I'll probably say that word or beautiful a million times in this video. Even the corner on lamps are in great condition. A lot of times these are faded up and everything else. As you can see, if you haven't noticed, the bumper fillers have been replaced in the past, so you don't have to worry about those. Another nice feature, the powering antenna is working. See, all the chrome's in very, very nice condition. Has that nice ENG. They call it, everybody calls it the classic grille these days. When I was selling these cars in the late 90s, early 2000s, I always called it the Rolls-Royce grille. In a lot of ways, I still call it the Rolls-Royce grille, but the correct name for it, and everybody calls it these days, is the ENG grille. But it will always be the Cadillac Rolls-Royce grille to me. Look at the lines on the car. And as always, guys, please take a second to like and subscribe below. I would really, really appreciate it. Also, please take a second to check us out on Instagram and Facebook, Elite Motorcars, Peabody, Massachusetts. Now let's get back to this absolutely beautiful Eldorado. Now let's talk about this beautiful day in New England. It's about 80 degrees, blue sky. It's actually about 6 o'clock at night. What a day. Take these all day long in May. Car's in really, really nice condition. Let me go show you guys the engine. Open up the trunk, and this car doesn't have a lot of miles either. It's got, look at that, the chime still works. It has 68,974 actual miles. That's a pretty cool feature right there. If you haven't noticed a little time there, a lot of times these cars, you'll see them, they do not work. So open the trunk as well. Does have the front floor mat in the trunk, and does come with a car cover. The car's always spent its life in the garage. And this is a pretty rare color combination. I've had quite a few Eldorados over the years, and if I've had 1 or 2 of this color combination over the years, I'm lucky. Engine compartment's in very nice condition. Everything works on the car. Very, very nice driving car. One thing I'm not sure of what this is. I don't know if that's an older alarm system. Not really sure on that one there. It's the only thing that stumped me. So if anybody knows, comment below. I'd really love to learn. She runs really, really nice. And it does have, before I forget to mention here, it does have a brand new alternator we just did, and it has brand new belts as well, and a brand new thermostat, and a brand new thermostat housing as well, and a fresh oil change as well. So she's ready to cruise. Show you guys the interior on this. Interior is really, really nice in this car. Straighten out the wheel there. Give me a second here, because this will drive me nuts. As you can see, she runs beautiful. Everything works. Trunk is open, as I told you guys. A little bit of an absent-minded professor here for a minute, but as you can hear, she does run beautiful. And again, I got the wheel crooked. Talk about the absent-minded professor over here today. This little stuff drives me nuts. There we go, nice and straight. So as I mentioned, it does have the original front floor mat there. Comes with a car cover. All the jams are in very nice condition, as you can see. Nothing's rusted any place. That's very nice as well. Right there's got a little bit of paint, a little light, so you may have to do a little touch up right there. Power pull down works exactly as it should. The undercarriage, let me see if I want to kneel underneath this thing. Let me show you guys. As you can see, the undercarriage is very, very nice in this car. Very clean car underneath. Very, very clean. Now let's get into that beautiful interior, and then we'll spin it around. Shut that off for a second. Okay. You could call this a Balboa blue, a shadow blue. I can't remember exactly what GM called it, and I should have looked that up before I did the video, but that's me. The interior is in very nice condition. They show a little bit of wear from sun right there, as you can see. But the seats are nice. The bolster right here is very nice. This is really nice and soft still. It's a really, really nice interior. The leather wheel shows just a little bit of wear right there. Other than that, it's in very nice condition. The only downfall is it does have a crack in the dash pad right there. I think that happened last winter. He took it out, took it for a ride, and it cracked. So it's not fun, but it's there. Another cool little trinket, this was probably put on the car when it was brand new. That's a cool little feature right there. Probably the Cadillac dealer put it on for the customer. It does have the Symphony Sound radio. Most people will not point this out. I will, because I'm known for knowing these cars. This is a newer Symphony Sound radio, so it is not exactly the factory correct radio. It's very similar, but the difference is that this is like a satin finish, and the one for the 85 Eldorados has more of a shiny finish to it, and also on all these buttons have a little more of a chrome finish. These knobs are factory correct. So just wanted to tell everybody about that. Another cool feature most people don't know, this climate control was probably rebuilt because of the little fan right there. They added that on the later ones as they got rebuilt. So another cool little trinket of information there. Has a nice digital dash, which I absolutely love these cars with the digital dash. This is a power mirror car as well. Twilight Sentinel. Power mirror on this side. And it does have what you call the quieter seat motors. If you watch I move them, they're quiet. So it doesn't, these seats do not have that little plastic piece that I did the video on a while back that breaks. These don't have that little piece, so you don't have to worry about those ever breaking. Another cool option that you don't see on most of these cars, this one has driver's side power recliner, but does not have it on the passenger side, which you see it a lot of times on the passenger side. This one has it on the driver's side, which I think is an awesome option on these. See, this door panel is in really, really nice condition. If you want to be a real nitpicker, it's got one little crack right there. That's it. Oh, one tiny little mark right there. That's it. But the door panel is really, really nice in the car. A lot of times you see these really ripped up pretty bad at this point. It does have that vintage, that was like oil changes and stuff back in the 80s and 90s. It's pretty cool that it's still there. But you can see the bottom of the doors are beautiful on this car. No rust at all. Very nice. Rear seat's exceptional, which is expected, but very, very nice. Headliner is in very nice condition as well. Show you guys the moonroof here. This is a factory moonroof car. How you can tell these cars are factory or not factory, this switch right here where it says Cadillac and everything, this basically tells you that's a factory moonroof. If you see like a little chrome button here, like almost looks like a window switch, then you usually know that it is a aftermarket moonroof. I'll give me a second here. Let me find my keys. Moonroof works great. Look how beautiful that is with the factory moonroof. Such a cool option right there. So cool. You can even hear how nice this car runs. You can close this moonroof, show you guys the sunshade as well. Look how quick that closes. And then you got the sunshade right there. That works. Let me show you guys a little better. Shut it off. That works fantastic as well. What a car. Passenger side is just as nice. I'm sorry about the glare of the sun. Look how nice that dash is. Beautiful. This seat's in great condition, as you can see. Really, really nice. Somebody really took care of this car. The seat's very nice as well. Has the nice Biarritz rear lights back there. Now those lights are actually different on the standard Eldorado. It has a different light, and if you look up, that little chrome light is actually a reading light. So back like years ago, back in the 80s and 90s, there was no such thing as smartphones, so the kids would read comic books, whatever they were, if they were traveling. This is how nice that door closes. Also has, before I forget to mention it, illuminated entry. Look how beautiful this automobile is. Absolutely beautiful. Just spin it around for a minute, show you guys the passenger side. Nitpick it a bit, show you all the little marks that it has, because I like everybody to know exactly what they're getting if you buy a car from me. And if you are interested in this car, I could get it shipped right to your door. We can arrange everything. Just give me a call. We'll get it all done. And it should be dropped off right in front of your door. And you can enjoy it for the summer. Look at that view. Look at that view. Love it. The pollen's kind of crazy today. I probably wiped this car down 3 times and it's got a little more pollen on it. Look at that. It's crazy, all the pollen today. But hey, at least it's spring is in the air. And that's a great thing. This car really runs really nice. It has good power. The brakes are nice and high. It's got a nice brake pedal, which a lot of times you'll see with these Cadillacs, they do not have a very good brake pedal. The brakes will be low. This car has a really nice brake pedal. And that's important. A lot of times you look at these cars, you can look at them and the brake will be almost to the floor, because it probably needs the calipers adjusted correctly in the back, or it needs new rear calipers and all the goodies that go along with it. About over here, you guys can hear how nice this thing runs. No service lights or anything like that at all. She just runs so nice. Look at that. Somebody left a little wax on the car. We won't mention names. Look how beautiful the car is. Disregard my shadow right there. Look at how beautiful this automobile is. Absolutely beautiful car. Told you I'd say beautiful a million times in this video. So this car's really nice. It probably, most of the car has been repainted at one point in its life. It was really nicely done, but it has been probably repainted at one point. Chrome is in really nice condition. Rolls Royce grille is in really nice condition. Paint is really nice. Got a little ding right there. It's got a couple little imperfections in the paint in the hood. And it's very minor. I don't even know if you'll pick up on it. A couple of marks right there. A couple little marks right there. Just very minor stuff. And I'll be in a nitpicker. Chrome is in nice condition, as you can see. Look at how nice that Biarritz chrome is. It is really nice condition. It does have a little, there's a mark here. That's a little dirt that will come off actually. Thought that was a mark for a second, but it's really not. Stainless steel roof is in exceptionally nice condition. Only thing I noticed is right there, that little mark where the weather, not the weather strip, just like a piece of trim is. The Landau roof is in exceptional condition. It does have a little bit of dye work it could probably use on this molding around there, but the roof itself is absolutely gorgeous. Trunk is in really nice condition. It does have a little mark right there in the paint, as you can see, very minor stuff, but I want to nitpick it because I want everybody to know what they get. It does have a couple of marks right there, as you can see. Probably had a Continental kit on it in the past. Look at that paint, absolutely gleams. Very nice, very nice. Better picture of that quarter for you guys. This is in very nice condition as well. You see that mold in there. Just little minor stuff. This is in very nice condition, as you can see. Chrome is in beautiful condition. Very nice. Very nice as well. This is a beautiful automobile. Both tires are very nice in the car. It does have a little dent in the hubcap right there. I think this hubcap is very nice. That one is very nice. That one's in really nice condition as well. This one is as well. Looks like the only one that has a decent sized dent in it is that driver's side. But she's a beautiful, beautiful automobile. Guys, it's a 1984 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz. This one has only 68,000, I want to say 67, it has 68,000 miles on it. Turnkey cruiser. It is not a show car. It is a beautiful driver. This car is just really, really nice. Jump in it, take the wife, the kids, whoever, go have ice cream, go to your local cruise nights, enjoy it. She's an awesome car. It's absolutely a beautiful car. Trying to back up and get a better view of it right there. Look at how beautiful the car is. So whoever gets this car is going to have a really, really, really beautiful automobile. That crazy guy's shadow as well. Well, guys, we will be asking $12,995 for this beautiful automobile. If you're interested, you're welcome to give me a call. My direct line is 978-590-0014. My name is George. If you have one of these older Eldorados, my specialty is 8485. So if you need a part, you need some advice, give me a shout. Can't guarantee I will sell you the part, but I will definitely be glad to help you out as much as I can. Again, thank you so much for watching my videos, and have a great rest of your day.